Howdy, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing a little bookstore shopping vlog. I'm super excited. I have my sister with me and we're going to be going to 3 different bookstores. Today, I'm looking specifically for books to do the Bloomin Readathon, which is hosted by Allison Pages. I'm super excited to do it this year. It's been so long since I've done like a little group reading challenge. Like I feel like I'm back in the library when I was a little kid. So I'm going to be looking for different books today that can fill the prompts, and I'll like post little prompts here and bingo board. But that reading challenge starts in November, so we're like 2 weeks away, which is crazy. I can't believe we're already halfway through October. It kind of sucks. But we've already made it to the first bookstore, and it's like a half bookstore, half coffee shop, and it's like one of my favorites. It's locally owned, and there's so many like cute little books and collector editions. So I'm excited to show you all what all they have. I got an Americano and it was way too hot to drink until we got to the third bookstore, but after that it was very good. I think people mainly come here for the coffee though and to work, because every time I've been here I've been the only one that's actually like book shopping, so it can be a little awkward like stepping around people and all the tables and stuff. It was actually really crowded in here, so I couldn't film too much of the back half of the store, but all of the books here are used or vintage, so there's pretty decent pricing. I found a pretty cool set of older Hemingway books, but I already have 2 of them, so I couldn't really justify getting them.
Oh, dude, I had like an Ireland one.
So the first bookstore was a success. I got 1 book for the readathon, and how many books did you get?
4.
4. Wow. We got a high roller over here.
I got an Audubon Field Guide to Trees.
Cute.
Very excited for that. And I got a Ken Follett book. And a
Nice.
Wildflower book. And a book by Gabriel Garcia Marquez.
Aren't you giving that to me?
I thought we could share it.
And I'll have custody though.
That's
It
fine.
stays at my house.
That's fine.
Okay, so we are headed to the next bookstore. Which one are we going to? Half Price Books?
Yeah, we can go to that one first.
Half Price Books. So I will see you guys there. The next bookstore ended up being on the way to Half Price Books, so we stopped there first, and this one is very much on like the hip, cool side of town, and they have pretty much every new release and a lot of signed editions too, and there's a ton of gifts and trinkets and candles. Like I could easily spend a couple of hours in there. I found these anthologies that I really wanted to get. One was Russian ghost stories, and then there was another one I think that was called Japanese fairy tales, which both sound amazing, but they were pretty pricey for paperbacks, and either one of those would have been perfect for one of the prompts for the Bloomin Readathon. I also found the illustrated edition of The Hobbit, and I wanted it for a while, so maybe one day when I want to really treat myself, I'll get it. I've seen this book at every single one of the bookstores that we've been to today, and it just looks so cute. I really think I'm going to add it to my December TBR. So that bookstore was kind of a bust because everything was just so expensive. So next up we're going to Half Price Books, and hopefully it doesn't let us down. This is how you know things are getting serious. I grabbed a whole ass shopping cart. But look at this edition of Jane Eyre I found. Like, are you kidding me? The gold edges are so pretty. I was also cracking up at the absurdity of Catch-22 and The Greatest Evil is War right next to Beach Read. Like, whoever placed those next to each other, they 100% knew what they were doing. They do a ton of book trade-ins here, which I guess is how they keep the prices so low. But every few minutes over the intercom, we would hear, you know, so-and-so, your trade-in offer is ready. And this place also had a $2 clearance rack with some really good finds and a couple of classics. My sister got 3 or 4 books off of it. So we just got back home and I'm so excited to show you guys what I got. So the first book I bought was from that coffee shop slash bookstore that we stopped by, and it is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow. And I've been wanting to read this for a while, but it was like really expensive online, and I found it there for $12, so I didn't think that was too bad of a price. And then I also got this cute little bookmark. So that is the first book we got. And I didn't get anything at the second bookstore because it was so expensive. I found this one book that I thought looked really cool and interesting, and it was like over $30. So that was kind of a bust, but the next bookstore is dangerous. I bought 5 books from there, and I wasn't planning on buying that many today, but I just found too many that I had to get. And I have never seen a bookshop more chaotically organized. Like, all of the fiction was just like in together. Like, romance was in there, horror was all mixed in there, science fiction, it was all just like grouped together. And the classics were also grouped in there. So it was like really hard to find like what you were looking for, because I just like always gravitate towards the classics section, but they were all mixed in. So like my brain was like having a hard time trying to find books in there. But I obviously still found a lot. Oh, and I forgot to mention, this is what I'm going to use to fill the B space for the Bloomin' Readathon. The B space is read a book that has a lot of buzz around it. Everyone's talking about it, so I feel like this one will fit that very well. And then next I got Pachinko, and I started reading this like a year ago, but I had like an online version, and I'm not sure why I put it down, but I've really been wanting to get through it. And this one would be perfect for the Moon space, which is read a book that takes place in a country that isn't your own. And I think this one takes place in Korea and then Japan. It says Pachinko is a story of love, sacrifice, ambition, and loyalty. So I'm excited for this one. Next, I got the X Hex, and this is pretty much just because of Katie is reading, and she always talks about this book, and I'm like, fine, I'll give in. And it sounds like it's a cute, like spooky Hallmark movie type book, so I think this will be perfect for October. So I saw this and I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. Next up, I found this on the clearance section. It was only $2, so I had to get it, and it's Their Eyes Were Watching God. I've heard a lot about this, so I'm excited to add it to my TBR. Next is another copy of Jane Eyre. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I saw it and look how pretty it is, and it was $4.99, and I just had to get it. I must be stopped. Last but certainly not least is The Essential Tales of H.P. Lovecraft, and I love this cover. It's like a really nice cloth bound edition, and let me see how much it was. Okay, yeah, it was $8, so I'm like, I'll get it. But I think this has like 6 different short stories. At the Mountains of Madness, I think, is one of the most popular ones. So I don't think I've read any Lovecraft actually, but I know it's in like the horror genre, so hopefully I can handle it. This will probably be a good October read. So that's going to wrap up this book shopping vlog. I've never really done one of these before, but it was so much fun to film and bring you guys along with me. So hopefully you enjoyed it, and thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.